Criminal justice is the delivery of justice to those who have committed crimes. The criminal justice system is a series of government agencies. The goals of the criminal justice system include rehab services for the offender, preventing other crimes, and also showing moral support for victims. To understand criminal justice, you need to understand crime. Every crime theory contains a set of beliefs such as human nature, social structure, and the principles of motive, a description of the phenomena to be explained, facts and theory must fit into the phenomena, and an explanation of that phenomenon. The United States Constitution prohibits declaring war on domestic social problems, yet we see politicians, religious leaders, and political activists do it all the time. Definitions of war state that it is a form of international relations where organized violence is used as an instrument of power. The three key components of criminal law include force, socially recognized privilege, and regularity. With force, it's possible to think of a society where everybody lived in peace and a system without any laws and rules. However, law is very necessary to make sure everyone is staying in line and it is most functional. Law is an essential part of the criminal justice system, which includes police, corrections, and courts. Social recognized privilege refers to legality and legitimacy, which completely depends on your point of view when it comes to authority and the law. When respect for law is willingly taught freely, that's when the components of law recognize that privilege exists. Regularity is the same as rationality. Law is about predictability, uniformity, and consistency. Police practice law at the same degree as most lawyers do. Police law is the study of legal constraints surrounding police practice. There are 4 areas of this study: stop and frisk, search and seizure, arrest and interrogate, and the exclusionary rule and Miranda rule. The Constitution and the Bill of Rights have provisions that protect citizens from the abuse of police power. Community corrections oversee offenders on the outside of jail or prison. Community corrections include probation and parole. Probation is a supervision within the community instead of in jail, and parole is a period of supervised release from prison. And lastly, the American juvenile system has around 4,000 juvenile courts, which specifically specializes with youth and often work with delinquents that aren't necessarily a criminal, but a child who is sick or is in need of help. It is estimated that around 2.8 million juveniles are being arrested for crimes each year, and only about 2.8 million are processed by the courts. The juvenile justice system is characterized as all government agencies that investigate, care for, confine, and supervise youth in the jurisdiction of the court. I have some family members who work within the criminal justice system as correctional officers inside the jail or the prison and community corrections, and I think it's cool to hear their stories of their job and what happens, and as well as doing my own research. I thought that was pretty cool to learn more and expand my knowledge over the criminal justice system.